One thing that strikes me, though, Casey, is just like the shooting at the Capitol Jewish Museum in late May, what you see is an individual who has a very tight plan to do something that's low tech, low cost, but that is going to have a real impact, who then remains on the scene. He's not looking to escape. He's not looking to fight it out with police. In both cases, they just stayed there and they owned these acts. And this is somewhat unusual.
When you say somewhat unusual, I mean, can you explain what, in terms of, from your law enforcement perspective, what that means, what that tells you, what other past events you'd compare it to?
Well, what we've seen here in New York City, based on my experience with the cases we had, is we had the Chelsea bombing. He set the bombs, left the bombs blew up, and he attempted to evade police. It appears that he intended to do more bombings. We had the West Side ramming attack where the individual actually pulled out 2 fake guns and pointed them at police, and what we believed then and still believe now was an attempt at suicide by police to achieve some kind of martyrdom for his act on behalf of ISIS. And we had a third individual who tried to do a suicide bombing on the subway. In each of these cases, what you saw was individuals who either intended to be killed in the course of it or intended to escape. And here, in rapid succession, we see 3 cases: the Pennsylvania governor's house firebombing with Molotov cocktails, the Jewish Museum shooting, and this instance where if they weren't captured immediately by police, they waited around, and in the Pennsylvania case, and there may be some mental health or drug-related issues in that suspect's background, he actually went to the police and turned himself in. So there is something going on with these offenders where they are not just willing to do the act and maybe do the time, but they also seem to be seeking the recognition after the fact.